Okay, so hi everybody. Tonight we're going to do blind contour drawings. I love doing these drawings because you don't have to have beautiful drawings when you're done and you just sort of muck about with it. So I did play a little bit before doing this, and of course the first thing that everybody does for contour drawings is generally drawing your hands. So that's what we'll work on today. So it's probably going to be a pretty fast class. But that's okay. We can do that. And then if you wanted to embellish it later, you could. I'm just going to switch my camera over to my overhead.
My little glass. Did you whisk my little glass?
I don't think so, but I might have. It's always possible.
Thinking. Haven't had that out. I did it too fast and it's like, what?
One of these.
Yeah, I think I did put the dishwasher.
Well, I don't know why it's not working.
Yep.
That's weird.
There we go.
Oh my goodness. Like, I don't know what was going on. Anyway, so I did this quick drawing of my hand, which is really not great. And then, well, I'll show you what I did. Ooh, just a minute. And then I did, this is the one I sent you guys. Oh, I didn't send you guys this one. This is my thumb one with it's a really good hitchhiker one. I was like, well, I don't know what happened to my thumb, but you know, you kind of look at them and you just sort of laugh. And I thought, okay, well, what else can I do other than just my hand? So I did the unspoken and I did my foot. And I figured, you know, feet are pretty good because like they're kind of gnarly anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Add some hair and you're a hobbit.
I look like a hobbit, but it's also, you know, putting your foot up on the desk while you're drawing. Good exercise. So anyway, so then I did that. And so I did several drawings just to play around with it. And then I did, this is the one I sent you guys. This is the one I did where I was just sort of holding my hand here. And anyway, and then I did something else. I actually tried to do a blind contour of my face and then I rendered it. So Bill says, is that a drawing of me? Because I don't necessarily have this really square chin. He says, you have a mustache. I'm like, no, it's
Yeah. It looks like a mustache.
Maybe
You
choosing.
got a mullet there, Karen.
Yeah, it looks like I have a mullet. It's some sort of guy. Anyway,
It's what do they call that type of art? Is that Dado?
Dadaism.
Dada.
Maybe. Yeah, I thought the green on the page would be helpful. I don't know. Anyway, so that's what I played around with. I thought it was quite fun. Of course, when you're concentrating on drawing yourself in the mirror, I'm not smiling, so it's like I'm frowning. Anyway, that's why I like these drawings. They're just kind of goofy and fun, but it makes you sort of look at things a different way as you're drawing. So I thought we could do a couple together tonight, and then next week we'll do something a little bit more. Actually, I'm going to check and see. I don't know if we've done what I chose for next week, but anyway. So one of the things I like to do when I'm doing contours, I like to use a pencil. Now, this one's very well used, but I like this kind of pencil because I can change my pencil weight as I'm drawing, because I'm not looking at my page. I can do light drawing, light, and then dark. I can change my line. And that's the nice thing about, you know, when you're doing things like that and using a pencil like this, is not to try and do all your lines consistently, is like darker lines and to show different sort of things. And so I just like the way this kind of a pencil feels in my hand. And yeah, I don't mind the small ones because I can just really get, you know, right in there with the pencil. So anyway, trying to change your pencil line a little bit is not a bad thing. Kind of like what I started there. Might have to render that.
Mhm.
Anyway, so if you want to try drawing your hand, you're welcome to do that. I'm going to start with my hand, I guess, and because it's simple to start with that. And really all I'm doing is when you're doing a blind contour, you're not really looking at your paper, and you're just following the contour of the hand and going in and trying not to lift your pencil, because then you lose your, if you lift your pencil, you lose your spot, you know, and you're just using your eye to sort of choose these lines and sort of go around things. And yeah, I got some wrinkles on my hands and some buckles and stuff like that. So you just sort of draw those out and around the nail and things like that. So that's sort of what you're doing without looking at your paper. And now I can see my paper in my peripheral. So I don't know if that's cheating, but it's not too bad. I mean, there is contour that you can do where you're doing contour and then you stop and you look at your paper and just check where you are, but that's more advanced of a contour drawing. So I'm just going to start, and I always seem to start at the wrist, and then I'm going to go up and I'm going to go and get this pinky. I can just see a little bit of that nail, and then it comes back to that finger. I guess I could put my ring on there and then back and then down. And I'm not really worried about what it ends up looking like, because I'm just really following the contours, and it's just forcing me to look closely at my hand and see what it is and the shape that it is. And my big long thumb. If we do a couple of these, then you can choose one if you want to try and render it with pencil crayon or with paint. So, well, now that's a lot skinnier than I had last time. But they can be kind of interesting too, right? They're just, like, you can see what it is. And you can see sort of things like, I can see sort of the shape that I had, that I saw with, you know, just seeing a bit of my pinky. And then I kind of went down too far with this line here, but like this was pretty true. The other thing you could do is, if you want to do, you know, a picture of your face, you could grab a mirror and set that up and try and do your face. I don't always like doing my face. You know, I did a contour drawing in high school of my art teacher. He would sit in the middle of the class and we would all do blind contours. Anyway, I quite like doing them, but I mean, I was never like his top student or anything like that. And I went to visit him years later, and I went into his house and he goes, "Oh, I have something for you." And he pulls off the wall, and it's a framed contour drawing of him that I did. He gave it to me.
Wow.
Yeah, I was really surprised that he framed it. I'm like, "Well, why did you?" And he says, "Because you really," he says, "you really did it right, because you didn't look and you captured everything, you know, like you did. I guess I did a good job, but it didn't look like much." But anyway, that was David Harrison. I don't know if you know David Harrison. Anyone? He's an artist here in Calgary.
Oh.
So he does a lot of crits for a lot of the art groups and things like that. So
Kind of hilarious.
Okay, let me just,
Is it
I'm gonna switch and so we can see everybody. So just a minute. I'm just gonna replace spotlight. Okay, Elizabeth. Oh, I gotta make yours big. I don't know how to make it big.
It's big enough.
It's big enough. It's really good though. Just a minute. I'm just gonna. It's actually really good. I love it.
Wow.
Holy, that's really good. But I can see what you were doing, right? Like the foreshortening and everything and the thing. It's really good. Okay, Leslie, did you have one?
Oh dear.
Just a minute.
Like a Shrek width. I don't know if it's gonna, hold on. You see how wide my hand is? Maybe if I
Oh,
turn
yeah.
it this way. I didn't somehow get the rest of my thumb to come down, and I stopped where my watch was, and then my
Yeah.
watch was on an angle, so I just.
Oh, I
But
like you guys doing the palm of your hand.
I don't mind all this.
Yeah, that
Yeah, it
looks
looks
really
pretty
good.
good.
You need to press harder with your pencil. Don't be
Okay.
so light and tentative. What about you, Spencer? Do you have anything to show?
I'm in the middle of one.
You're doing your face?
I'm in the middle of one.
Okay.
Okay.
It's like, don't bother me. I'm in the middle one.
It is hard, like takes tons of concentration. Like
It
so
does.
much concentration for this ugly drawing.
I know. It's like, come on. Okay. All right.
I haven't done this in years.
I know. It's kind of fun though, right?
Really a strange thing to revisit.
It is. But it's a good exercise. So I'm going to do one of those with the hand up. I kind of like what you guys did there. So that's kind of neat. You just,
Yeah, I had my
I
hands
always-
sort
I always do them the other way.
so I'm using a shorter pencil this time. You know, to
So you
figure
can
this.
get a little weight behind it.
Well, I'm nervous about putting weight behind it.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
I see lots of little wrinkles.
Yeah, when your hand is this way, you see more of the folds in the skin.
Okay, I gotta get my finger back. There is that danger point too, where you sort of go beyond and then you try to figure out like going around a fingernail.
Yeah, and how do I get back to where
Yeah,
I
how do you
was?
get back to the your starting point?
Well, and that's where if you were doing the, and we could do that, we could do a contour where you get to look at your page a little
So
bit.
you put your pencil sort of back on track.
Yeah, because it's easy to get lost and it's like, oh, did I just go down there or did I forget that spot?
Yeah, I'm like trying to find my way back to my fingers and I don't really know where they are.
Yeah, you see, I lost half of one of my fingers. It's just sort of floating there.
I can't do this and talk at the same time.
No, no, it's true. Because you know why that is, Spencer? Because your language.
Yes, I do.
Your
And that's how-
language
that's how I was
centers not
taught to
on
do-
that.
And that's
part of
how
the
I was taught
brain.
to do blind contours is force
right.
force to the right side of the brain. But I have
Yeah.
to do that quietly. That's my efforts.
Now we have somebody else has joined in with our group tonight. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
All right.
What's your name?
I'm
Oh,
Tatiana.
Tatiana.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's my
So-
niece.
Oh, excellent. So we're doing blind contour where, have you ever done that before?
Nope.
Okay, so what it is we're just drawing you can't look at your paper. You just take a pencil and you draw your hand and you're following all the lines around your hand and just trying to do it without looking at paper. So you end up with goofy little drawings like this.
Okay.
but it's a good way for you to see what you're looking at and to sort of see the different, take a closer look at what you're drawing. And you have a bit of fun with it because it does weird things, right? You get these weird drawings. They're kind of funny and free.
I know I've missed a fingernail because I can't get back.
Yeah.
Now, how the hell do I get? Okay, I'm gonna go across here.
I'm just gonna go up here and around here.
Well, I needed to get back across to finish my hand. Now I'm gonna try to cross my palm.
You're not allowed to look at the paper, Leslie.
I'm not. Which is why it's going to be really odd.
My very first ever blind contour drawing actually looked pretty good like my hand.
That's good.
It took me 45 minutes to do. It was very slow.
Oh, yeah, I there definitely wouldn't take me that long to do it because I just don't have the attention to 45 minutes to draw one. I would just never be able to do that. It's like, it's got to be fast and loose and goofy. So like my second one here is horrible. Like I can hardly even see that it's a hand because I got lost in it. So
Yeah, I hate it when that happens.
yeah, I'm just sort of, I'm lost. I don't know where my other finger was and stuff like that. And so what you could do is if you've done a couple of these, then you might be ready to move on to doing one where you find your pencil again, and you can do, it's like it's just a contour drawing, right? And so
Oh, this is really off.
okay, do we need to have a look again?
I like it, but it's really bizarre.
Okay, well, let's have a look here. Let's see yours, Leslie.
Okay, so there's my watch band again down here.
Oh yeah, I like it though.
I like it though, right? Like they're interesting.
Oh, yeah, it is interesting. I got super lost once I
I see that. But that's really good. That's good. That's great. Okay, Elizabeth, do you have one to show us?
I did one of I've got a few reference photos sitting around. So I had this mountain goat, and so here's my mountain goat.
Oh, well, that's hard because you're already good at drawing things.
It turned out not too bad. I was like surprised.
That's pretty good.
His horns are a little close together, but I was surprised because I went all the way around and then I came back for the eye and I actually got the eye on the head.
That's pretty good.
So,
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, Spencer, do you want to show us the one that you worked on?
Oh, I already held them up. I'll have to come back to them later. I'm on another one now.
You're on him. All right, Tatiana, did you do one?
Yeah, I did one in like 30 seconds and like
Okay, let me just that's good. I like the 37. Oh,
it
wow.
has
really good.
one very fat finger.
That's
Yeah.
On the one
awesome.
very fat finger. It's not bad.
Very good.
Yeah, that's really good. That's really good.
That's
They're
what
kind of
my
fun, aren't they?
looked
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
over the holidays when I banged it.
Tatiana is really a fun artist, Karen.
Good.
You should follow her on Instagram.
Excellent. Okay, well, I will do that. You follow me, I'll follow you. So, okay, I'm just gonna switch back to the share screen. And let's try doing one with sort of where you can cheat a little bit and have a look at the paper. Of course, Elizabeth is gonna have a perfect hand, and I'm gonna have, it's gonna look like a blind contour that I do.
I switched pencils and I'm still not getting a whole lot of light and dark,
Yeah,
but it's a shorter one with less point and it just made it darker.
yeah.
So I need to sort of work on So this time we're allowed to look up and get our pencil again back where
Yeah,
we were.
you can look a little bit at your hand and or look a little bit at your paper and sort of get your bearings.
Okay. Okay, what am I gonna do with my hand now? Should I do the same hand position
You
that
could,
maybe I did the last one, so they're side by side on the spread? So you see what you look like when you get to look up
yeah, you could.
as a point of comparison? Ah, never mind. I'll do something different. Although really, it's not that different. Okay.
Yeah, it's not, for me, it's not going to be that different because I don't generally draw hands and
Actually, I really appreciate the idea that I'll be able to glance up at some point and put my pencil back somewhere. That's still pretty hilarious looking.
yeah, mine will be too. You know, and it's just, you know, sometimes if you're going to be doing some drawing and stuff like that, and you want to sort of get into sort of drawing mode and sort of people use this as an exercise just to sort of loosen up and
Yeah.
be ready to draw.
Hello, Miss Brooke. Hi. You're doing blind contour.
Can they hear
drawing.
me?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
that's all right. So still looks like a blind contour to me, my drawing, but I mean, I'm not going off in a tangent anywhere. You can see that the fingers are where they are. They're still not beautiful, or they're still sausage-like, but you can sort of see that I'm, you know, at least it's all in one area. Sort of. Anybody ready?
Yeah,
Okay.
Really?
I think I didn't look enough because it doesn't look any better than my.
Well,
than
you've
my
got a
first
really
one.
long fingernail there. You should.
That's actually that's actually supposed to be the end joint of my finger,
Oh.
but
Yeah, I guess so.
got out of control.
You did get out of control there, but you know, like the other three fingers, they're really good, right? Like and your thumb is nice. Look how nice your thumb is.
It's a good thumb.
It's a good thumb. All right, anybody else? Ready? Okay, Leslie, just a minute. I'm
Where am I?
change the spotlight here.
So I
Good,
kind of,
Leslie,
I
good.
had,
Oh, that looks good.
but you can't, I missed the whole other whatever fingernail there. I've got a bit of a butt going on here on my hand.
That's all right.
Little more watch band, but yeah, it was kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is. All right, Tatiana, do you have one?
Yeah, so I like gave myself a really weird hand pose. I just sort of like did this,
Yeah.
and
Excellent.
it got really wiggly.
I
love it. Really wiggly.
It's beautiful though. It's like, oh, that's so great.
And
It's
like
so
the
great.
palm proportion is like it's really small palm.
That's really good. I
It
like it.
reminds me of somebody's illustration style in children's
Yeah.
book stuff. I
It's-
can't think of what it is. Very cool.
Well,
Okay,
what would you,
Spencer.
what would you call this?
Just a minute, I'm getting.
Oh, that's awesome. It looks like you.
It's
My
like
head could be a little bigger.
it's like a difference between like Star Trek and the Coneheads. I love it. That's great. Spencer, that's so much fun. I knew you were doing your face because you were so serious.
You saw the mirror come out.
That's right. That's
Uh.
good. All right. Well, I don't know if you guys want to go through and render stuff. We're just going to do a short night tonight anyway. So that's really cool that you guys are doing the contour drawings. They're fun. It's so nice to be able to sort of laugh at yourself and switch it up a little bit, right? So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
Oh, I want to do a weird hand pose. Yes.
Well, we could do that. Yeah, we could do like, okay, everybody do yeah, let's do one session where everybody does a weird hand pose. That would be awesome. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen again. So you don't want to watch my face, but okay, weird hand pose. Oh my God. I don't know what to do. It's like, trying to think of something weird. It's hard. I have my thumb is all double jointed, so it does weird things. So, okay, that's my.
You're extra lucky there then.
Well, who knows? It's just going to look weird when I do the contour. And you can. I'm going to look at my hand a little bit as I do this, or at my page. I'm not going to go full blind.
Cool. You ever seen those images of the universe being born?
Yeah.
Of
Oh my God. My fourth finger got enormous.
I did the 45-second. I did the 60-second version.
Well, it looks like I'm cutting off my fingers because I can't see the fingernails because I've got this weird. Oh my gosh. Ah. Well, next week we'll be back to design.
Oh my God. Okay, let's get back to finding where my pencil should go.
Oh my goodness. And it's hard because I've got this weird thumb.
Mine looks more like coral than a finger.
Yeah, mine's looking kind of. I don't know what it is. I'm missing part of my thumb. Well, looks like I cut off the end of my middle finger. Oops.
Wow, my hand didn't even connect there. Now I got to go back and find my pinky. Wow, is this weird? I didn't look up often enough.
Yeah, it does make a difference. If you don't look up at all, you get something really strange.
Yeah, no doubt.
Well,
Right on.
although
I
it
had
can
to
be pretty
label my
strange.
fingers so you could tell what they were.
You had to label your fingers?
So you could see what they were. Here, I'll
Okay.
go first.
All right, let's see.
And then that's middle finger pointing forward. That's kind of doing, like this. It's kind of doing like this.
yeah, it looks like a demon.
I don't know how to make that middle. I don't know how to make that middle finger come forward. It was like that. That's kind of what I got. So
your pinky, the way you labeled there, I thought you wrote down Italy, but you wrote pinky.
Yeah.
But you see the Y, and it looks
yeah.
like Italy.
it says pointer, thumb, pointer, middle finger,
And Italy.
ring and pinky.
That's so
It could be the Great Lakes for all I know.
Yeah, exactly. All right, who's ready?
I am.
Okay. just let me replace spotlight. Okay, let's see. Wow,
That looks like a hand.
Wow, that is
Solid.
super cool.
it is really cool though.
That is great.
So good.
Kind
So
of looks like
much
a
fun.
kind of looks like a
It's like
five little. Kind of looks
My
like a
pudgy little
five-legged-
hand just can't look scary.
a five-legged spider, Elizabeth.
Five-legged spider.
Yep. Fuzzy tarantula, just add some hair. And
That's great. That's great. Okay, who's next?
I
Okay,
Okay,
if
let's
I can get here. It works better if I sort of, oh, wait a minute. There you go. So it got really wide, really fast. I started up here
yeah.
and I missed my pinky and my hand just got super wide.
It sure did. Yeah.
And then I went back and added my pinky. So
Oh, yeah.
I like your
look a little
thumb.
bit more here.
I like your thumb.
Stunted
Yeah,
thumb.
I don't mind these 3 fingers.
Yeah. All right, Tatiana.
yeah.
you got
So
for us?
I had too much fun with the wiggliness of last one, so I kind of embraced that, but it got a little out of hand. And I can't tell what's going on. But
Yeah, it's hard to see what's going on, but yeah, I can
Oh.
see.
Yeah, it looks
I
good
got
though.
like,
That
kind
looks
of
more
like
like
a,
that looks more like the Great Lakes than mine does.
yeah, I'm not sure what happened.
All right, well, that's great. I just wanted to quickly show you guys what I wanted to do next week, and I don't think I've done it before. I'm just trying to change the spot. Replace. There we go. I don't think we've done it before, but I can't remember. So sorry if we're repeating. Have we done the op cube?
No,
I did it in my art class, but I don't think I've done it with you. We did the optical art like last year, we did some optical art just in the sketchbook. And this is a cube. And so it's a bit of a long one, but it's one of those ones where I'm going to send you the menu on how to make the box. And then we're going to do some optical drawing inside on each of the things and then put it together. And of course, you won't be able to get it done next week because it takes a long time to
fill it all in.
in all these, but we'll get you started and then you can have it finished for next week or the week after. So anyway, so that's what I want to work on next week is back to design.
Do you construct the box first and draw on the box, or do you draw on the paper and then fold it?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to make it the template for the box so that you can draw it all flat, and then you will fold the box. Once it's all done, once it's all drawn, then we'll fold the box and glue it together. So you don't have to.
Does everything connect cube wall to cube wall, or does it not? Does
No,
on
it doesn't.
some, but not.
Yes, okay.
Okay, so this is the template that I'm going to send you how to cut. Okay.
And we're gonna do that on cardstock.
Yeah,
I
you'll
take
want
it.
it on something fairly stable. Okay, some cardstock. And then, yeah, I don't have the patterns running into each other. Each
Okay.
side is different. So I'm not gonna do that because I wanted to do different types of apps of this on each side. So
Yep.
Anyway, so that's what we'll work on next week. So I'll send you the recipe and everything on how to make this. So anyway, and then we'll get started with that, and that's our next project. So fast one.
Awesome.
We did it in like June or something, or
Yeah,
May.
probably just on the paper. So
Yeah.
I mean, now I've done this one in black and white, but you're welcome to do it in any color. And I use markers with this, but you could use pencil crayon or whatever you have, you could use to color your opposite little things. Okay. But I'll send out the requirements for next week, and then we'll do that and get back into a little bit more design stuff.
Okay.
Right? It was a short one.
Yep.
It was fun though. It was
It
a lot
was
of
fun.
laughs.
That's right. Okay.
I'll do one more where I look a little bit more.
Yeah. Spencer, there's some stuff on there on its way to you.
He's looking
Oh,
puzzled.
you send something in the mail?
Yeah, I did.
Who betrayed my mailing address?
You did.
I did.
I think I had it from something.
Oh.
Anyway.
I
Nanner,
thought-
nanner.
I sent you an email about a week ago.
Yes, you did, about the stamps. And is that the whole collection of stamps?
That's what my Canadian, that's the Canada side.
Canadian ones. Yeah. I actually have all those stamps. No, those aren't mint, right? They're used.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well,
They
no
are.
worries. I just thought I'd ask. I didn't know.
Yeah,
what your
no, I
collection
had to
was.
look at them and I thought I better look again and see if they were mint, but yeah, if they're
Oh,
used, I already have them all.
Okay, no worries. Thank you
You
for
can-
looking.
Yeah, you can send them to Leslie or you can use them in art.
Those are two wonderful ideas. Thank you.
Whatever. So anyway, yeah, there might be something coming to Leslie and Elizabeth also.
Okay.
Although I haven't sent everything to you guys yet because I'm having a dispute with the Canada Post.
Oh,
Because they told me that the cost to send the packages to, or the envelopes to you guys, and then so I went home and I put all my good stamps on it so that you could send me the stamps back. And then when I went into a different post office today, they increased the price.
Oh, I hate it when
Except
that happens.
Yeah, except for not Spencer's. So Spencer's are on their way to you. I put a little money in one so that you could put some American stamps on the envelope I provided for you to send me back my stamps. Sorry, I'm a stamp collector. It's the only way I can get stamps is to mail them to people and have them send them back to me. So anyway, all right. That's great. Thanks for playing with me today.
Fair enough. I'm sort of up to speed, a little slow on the uptake. Thank you.
That's okay. You'll see when you get the packages. They're kind of fun. So, and there's junk in them.
All right.
I thought you needed some junk.
No doubt. Yeah, it's you're that's a dangerous thing to send me junk, especially when I'm moving.
Okay. Well, you know, I almost sent you some toilet paper rolls, but I didn't. They're too expensive to send.
We know what would happen to those.
Yeah, we're gonna
I
do
explained. Wait a second. In
we're gonna
fairness,
do an art project with
wait a
them.
second. I explained to Karen that I live in a household with no women, and that's important when it comes to collecting toilet paper rolls. I go through about 10% of what a household needs.
That's
Okay?
true, yeah.
Yeah,
Toilet paper rolls look like gold for you.
that's right. That's why I was gonna send you some, but it's too expensive.
I bought a whole bunch of TP at the start of pandemic in like March of 2020 or 2021. At the
please
same
tell
time,
me you
I bought
don't
a whole
still
bunch
have it.
I bought a whole bunch for my girlfriend too, and I've still got like 75% of what I bought. Okay, so it doesn't go fast.
No, it doesn't. All right. Anyway,
Am I?
Thank you for the
maybe. All right. Well, thanks, guys, and I will see you next week. We'll
Okay.
do optical art.
All
Okay.
right. Thanks, Karen.
Okay. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Tatiana.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us. Come back next week.